Hi guys, welcome to my second video. This is the ReverendAtomSmasher, and I'm going to conduct an interview today with somebody that I thought was an extreme schmuck, and when I found him here on YouTube, and I mean schmuck in an endearing way, he's a really cool cat. I've never seen anyone that can fit more F-bombs into a sentence and it still be coherent like this guy. Um, you know, our politics are a little different. He seems to have a really left slant. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, he has a lot of anti-Fox News videos and stuff like that. Let's face it, Fox is kind of, they got some weird shit going on. But there you go. The interview is about him and not me, so we'll get his take on that whole bit. But this guy's really cool, and I hope you're entertained by the whole bit. So here we go with question number one. Question number one. Coctopus. Why are you a liberal? Or are you a liberal? I know in my life when I was getting my political footings or whatever, there were certain things that were going on that made me veer down the path that I'm currently on. Why are you a liberal, and what made you that way? Now's the political soapbox, man. Hit it.
Well, first of all, let me say thank you, ReverendAtomSmasher, for choosing to interview me. I appreciate it. As far as I am a liberal, I consider myself liberal. I consider myself liberal definitely ahead of Democrat. I don't consider myself a Republican or a Democrat. I can't stand Republicans, but Democrats to me aren't that great either. So I'd have to say I label myself as just a liberal. And that's because I'm very liberal in my views. I was raised conservative and Catholic, but I think we have technology to thank for that. Thank you to the internet and television and everything for being able to show us the full story about things, and that really changed my opinion on things, and it turned me into a kind of a news hound, if you will. So yes, I am a liberal, and I'm that way because the media has allowed me to really look into things if I want to, and when I do look into those things, it seems like anybody that's not liberal, totally liberal, is always a douchebag, and so that eventually leads you to liberalism.
Coctopus, I notice that you're into art. You sell your art. I notice it's around. What is your favorite medium, and when did you first start doing art?
Actually, I enjoy charcoal the best, but I really don't use it that often anymore because it's so fucking messy, and it's kind of a pain in the ass to get. You get a really good drawing or picture or whatever going, and then you smudge the fuck out of it, and it takes so fucking long to fix and everything. But I do enjoy the depth and the ease of charcoal. Other than that, I kind of like magic marker and pencil. If I do magic marker for big strong stuff, and then pencil for shading, I figure that to me it makes the important shit stand out, but it gives it enough detail to make it so it doesn't look just like magic marker bullshit. But that's just me.
Question number three, the most important question of all: boxers or briefs?
That's a definite boxers on that one. Ever since I was like 11, it's been boxers and never gone back to briefs. In fact, I tried wearing a pair of whitey tighties like once a couple years ago. Wasn't happening, man. Once you go boxers, you never go back.
I know it's YouTube and all, and you don't want to give out too much about where you live or any of those stuff, but do you have any fond memories you'd like to share with us? Like some cool instances. Like, did you meet James Brown at a mall? Did you have relations with Debbie Gibson in a horse stall? Do you own Spider-Man #1? Were you Wolverine's personal sidekick in an LSD trip or something? I don't know. Do you have something you'd like for us all to know? Inquiring monsters want to know, man.
Well, let's see. I'm not a big, like celebrity fan or whatever. I don't really. In my mind, if you do a good acting job in a movie that I liked, I say, wow, that guy did a good job in that movie. I'm not like all of a sudden obsessed with the guy that played the role or the character. To me, people that I actually enjoy meeting are musicians, and I listen to a lot of metal. So that would be, I've met Rob Zombie. He was a bum. He's a cool guy, but he'll bum cigarettes off you and shit like that. Let's see. I met a lot of members from death metal bands that you guys wouldn't even know. Probably wouldn't even know the name of the band if I told you, but I was proud to meet them, and I got signed shit from them and stuff like that. I got a lot of guitar picks, that I didn't grab out of the crowd or anything like that. That I talked to the guitarist after or before the show, and he just give me one of his like personalized picks. So I guess that's mostly like my pride stuff. I have a lot of comic stuff. So does my girlfriend, but I wouldn't compare any of it to like Spider-Man #1 or anything like that.
Question number 5. This one's always good. Are there any YouTubers out there that you feel should be thrown under a bus, dragged behind a car, uh, exploded, set on fire? Only kidding, YouTube. Not physically. I'm just saying. But is there anyone out there that just really grates your nerves? I know I have my list. What's yours?
Well, there are actually quite a few YouTubers that I think are totally ignorant or just plain stupid. But as far as throwing them under the bus or anything like that, I'm okay with anybody coming on YouTube and saying what they want to say. I have faith in the YouTube community that they won't turn something retarded into something popular, and that if someone says something ignorant, that there are enough people out there to set that person straight. I actually almost think it's a good thing when certain people, like myself, I'm one of those people that when I'm wrong, I can admit it. And when I admit it, I'm serious about it. I don't just admit it and then keep thinking what I was wrong about in the first place. If you can find people like that on YouTube, YouTube is an awesome tool because they will learn a lot. They will lose that ignorance through, trial and error and getting, yelled at in some instances or whatnot. Then there are the people who are tragically forever ignorant, and they're willingly ignorant, like Gear Up and Sable Chicken, and pretty much all of Fox News. So those kind of people, yeah, I mean, they're not worth it, but you lose your patience with them and then you just ignore them. And YouTube is that simple. That's the beautiful thing is they don't run the monopoly here. We got tons of different people we can watch as long as they're making videos. That is.